everyone, and welcome back to Tiny Tingles, 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 Tingles. So, today's video is a bit of a lazy type of video. I just got back from a trip from San Diego, and I completely forgot that I do not have a video in queue for tomorrow. So here I am, last minute, trying to film a video while the baby is asleep. Today I wanted to whisper, ramble about Easter and my trip to San Diego and just a little bit of YouTube drama that I got myself into. So yeah, if you guys like these types of videos, please sit back, and relax. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you saw my Easter video, you know that I had said I was going to spend Easter at my family's ranch. They recently bought a ranch about, I want to say maybe 2-3 years ago. And we have not spent any holidays there because it has a lot of work to do. Before Easter for us used to be spent in this place called Box Canyon, and it's somewhere out in the mountains, very desert type area. And we would go out there very early in the morning and spend all day and then head home. I remember always getting so tired, getting so dirty, wet from water balloons, dirt because it's so sandy. But it was so much fun. My grandpa used to go the night before and reserve a place for us. And I just had the best time. And this time at the ranch, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, like Box Canyon. And it just felt like we were back in Box Canyon. We actually stopped going to Box Canyon for a while because every year they just had more and more rules, and it just wasn't as fun as it used to be. We couldn't make a mess or anything. I mean, obviously we would pick up after ourselves, but they just kept getting stricter and stricter, and it wasn't as fun as it used to be. And then since then, we just had been celebrating Easter in different places, different houses, and just nothing ever felt right. I mean, we did have fun, but it wasn't as great as Box Canyon was to us. And this year, oh my god, it just felt like we were back at Box Canyon, making a complete mess of everything and being as loud as we wanted to be. It was so much fun. We were able to ride, I don't know what you call them, four-wheelers or RTVs. I don't know, but they were like those big motorcycle things. And we were able to ride them all over the property, and it was so much fun. My 2-year-old got to ride it, one of them, and he had such a blast. We did an Easter egg hunt, and I think he won like $14. The grand prize, I think, was $48, and then the second place, then third, and he got fourth place. So, but we had a lot of fun. It felt good coming home completely exhausted, because that's the way I used to feel when we would come home from Box Canyon. And it's nice to, I reflect on those memories and think about when my grandpa used to be here, my grandma and my mom, and I hope that I'm giving those same memories to my son. So the Instagram YouTube drama that happened, that I was involved with, ended up with my feelings getting hurt. We were supposed to, it was a big group, and we were all supposed to be in this amazing collab. The person whose idea was it had this great idea that, she had saw from a previous video and included so many of us in it. And I don't want to get too much into it because I don't like talking bad about anyone, but basically things got out of hand. Everyone started, coming up with their own ideas, and a lot of people were very confused about what was actually going to be done. A lot of them spoke English and a lot of them spoke Spanish, and just English or Spanish, so it was very lost wasn't really, up to date to a lot of things that were going on. And I started seeing people post like their little clip for the collab. And maybe it's my fault. Maybe I should have reached out and said something. But the collab is still happening. I'm just not included. And it is very sad because I did want to be part of it. But like I said, maybe I should have reached out and said, hey, but then I kind of felt like that it wasn't my place. I was probably overstepping. Maybe, I overstepped in the DM and, they just didn't want to include me anymore. But as far as I know, there's gonna be a collab that started in the DM. And then there's a collab that is going to happen from the people who didn't want to be part of that collab. So there's gonna be 2 collabs, and I'm not gonna be part of any of them. But like I said, it's fine. I was a little bit hurt, but I'm okay. And I hope that both of them are successful and wonderful, and I hope it goes well for both of them. Both collabs. I don't wish it will on any of them. And yeah, it wasn't so dramatic, but it was something that had happened to me, and I had never experienced anything like that, and it just kind of made me a little sad, but I'm okay. Everything's okay. San Diego was so much fun. It was the second time that we took our baby to San Diego, but the first time it was New Year's Eve of 2020, and it was still kind of small. We went during the nighttime, and there wasn't really much for us to do except to go out and drink and stuff, and we can't do that with a baby. So his first time was kind of just staying at his grandparents' house, not really doing anything. So this time around, it was kind of like his first real trip to San Diego. And we left the house pretty early. We got to San Diego about maybe 11:30, almost 12. And we went to, no, actually, we got there like around 12, almost 12:30, because we had tickets for an aquarium. And right now, with everything that's going on with COVID, they kind of do it by scheduling. If you don't get there at a certain time, they can bump you down to a different time during the day, or they completely change your day. And we were almost late. We probably got there like at 12:34, I think. And we got there. It was very small. I had been to the Aquarium of the Pacific, which I believe is also in San Diego or in LA. I'm not sure. And that one is humongous. It has so much sea animals in it. I loved it so much. So when we decided to take our son to this one, I thought it was going to be the exact same thing, and it was very nice. I'm not gonna talk bad about it, but it was so small. It didn't have any like big sharks like the other one did. I think we saw like a tiger shark. Is that what it was called? But it was like a small shark with like little spots on it. It was very lonely, obviously, because of COVID. But the baby had so much fun. They have like a little section outside where they're able to like dip their hands in, and he was having a blast getting wet. And he really liked the octopus that they had. And what was the other one that he kept laughing at? I think it was just like a regular what is it called? Oh my god, what is it? It's always that dang Animal Crossing fish. A bass. A sea bass. I think that's the one that he really liked too. And yeah, it was very short. Like they have like little markings on the floor where you are able to go. And we probably lasted there at the most maybe an hour. But he had so much fun, and next time hopefully we'll be able to take him to the Aquarium of the Pacific, which, like I said, is humongous and it's so nice. But yeah, he had a really good time. After that, we went to the beach. He had never been to the beach before, and we wanted to show him, even though it was really cold, to get in and swim. close to the water, and we thought that he was gonna, run in and, want to jump in, but he was kind of scared, and the waves weren't even that big, but he like wanted to touch the water, but he was scared to touch the water. So we just decided to go eat, and we found this really cute restaurant. I can't remember what the name of it is, but we were able to eat outside, and we had lunch looking over the beach. It was so nice, and the food was amazing. I usually don't like onion in my food, and I ordered some tacos, and they had pico de gallo. And if you don't know what pico de gallo is, it's just like a fresh little salad. It has cilantro and onions and tomato, and I think that's it. Sometimes it has jalapenos, I think. But I had asked to have it on the side, and they still put it on my tacos, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to eat this. But I didn't pick at it or anything. I just put lemon on it and ate it, and oh my god, it was so good. I couldn't even complain about them getting it wrong because it was so good. And then after that, we just went back to my fiance's parents' house and slept there. We were very, very tired. And the next day, we went to, I believe it was called Mission Beach, and they have like I guess like this fair type of thing where they have rides and games and food. And I hadn't been to the fair in I think like 2 years because of COVID. We have the fair here in the valley every February, and we weren't able to go this year or last year, obviously. So it was really nice to go and take the baby on some rides. He got on 3 rides. He got on this car ride, the carousel, and then we got on like this ride that you just hold on to and it just spins around. It's spinning, and then it's spinning in like the little pod that you're in. That one was kind of scary because he's just so small, but he pulled through. He really liked it. I think he just loves things that go fast. He wasn't scared at all. He really, really enjoyed himself. After we left the park, or Mission Beach, we went back to his parents' house, and they made some carnitas for us. I think it's pork. Is it pork? Yeah, I think it's pork, and oh my god, they were so good. I love going over there because they just make the best type of food, and they go all out. Adrian, my fiance, is the only boy. His mom has a boy and a girl, and he is like her baby, even though he's already an adult man who has a child himself. He will always be her baby, and she spoils him to no end. Like anything that he wants, he gets. And this time he asked for carnitas, so they made him carnitas. So anyways, we got home yesterday, which was Wednesday. The traffic wasn't bad at all. It probably took us maybe like 3 hours to get home, but we did make a pit stop at Taco Bell, or no, Del Taco, and that took like 30 minutes. We stopped at one by the freeway, and oh my god, that was the wrong idea because we took so long. But we got home safe, and yeah, it's good to be home. I felt like I left the house in a very good condition where I was just gonna be able to come home and unpack and just relax. But oh my god, my house was such a mess. You don't realize how much of a mess you make when you're getting ready here, to leave or getting ready to go somewhere. But yeah, the house, I have been cleaning the whole house today. It's been a lot. And then this morning my son had a Zoom call meeting with one of his doctors. It was our first time meeting his speech therapist, and everything went pretty well. He's a little delayed in speech, so his pediatrician suggested that we take him to therapy. And and she seems like she understands things a lot more than my son does. Like, if you put music on, she dances, you know, she says hi, or she says oh, you know, if she wants something to eat or drink, like, she'll, you know, you'll understand her. And my son isn't really quite like that. There's things that he says that I know what he wants, because, you know, I'm with him all the time. So, like, when he wants his bottle or when he's tired, like, I know the signs too, for him, that he shows me to tell me, you know, I'm tired, I'm hungry. But, you know, he doesn't say it. Other people wouldn't understand that. And, you know, I tell him, we go outside and we say, oh, look, where's the moon? And he'll point up and point at the moon. But I think that's like the extent of the things that he does. He really doesn't do much of the things that his cousin does, which is, you know, very sad as a mom, because you want your kids to be happy and healthy, and there's just signs that he might be autistic. But you know, I'm very excited for what the therapist has told me, and hopefully, you know, it isn't autism. It's just that he's a little bit delayed because he isn't around so many people because of COVID. So we're gonna do therapy once or twice a week and see how that works out. But, you know, he did very well today. He was very well behaved, and the therapist was able to, you know, catch some things that he did on his own, and kind of I was so happy when the therapist was asked, because most of the session was just him asking me questions, and the whole time I had to have the camera facing the baby, just so he can keep an eye on him. And the therapist asked me, oh, does he know how to clap? And as soon as he said that, baby started going like this. So he was really happy, and I was just like, okay, yes, do things like that. That makes me happy that, you know, you're able to understand not just me but other people. And oh my god, my heart was filled with joy, just so he can see, like, you know, he might be delayed with other things, but he does understand other things very, very well. But yeah, so it's been a week. It's just been a lot, and I had just remembered that I had to film a video, and I decided to just vent with you guys and, you know, talk about everything that's going on. I hope that this wasn't boring for you. I hope that you were able to feel relaxed or comforted, or just, you know, hear a little bit of chisme. And I haven't watched any videos lately. I just missed Lily Whispers. She had a video premiere, and the video was 3 hours long, and I literally just made it for like the last 5 minutes. I am so bad at, you know, scheduling premieres and then missing most of it. My shout out actually today is going to Lily Whispers. I just want to thank her for all that she's done for me and my little channel. She's giving me 2 shout outs, and she recently followed me on Instagram, so that was very, very exciting. She always gets me, you know, and like, she always surprises me. The first time that she shared my videos, I was getting ready to go to bed, and I just started seeing all these notifications. And then the second time she did it, I can't remember where I was, but again, I was just like, oh, I was dropping off my fiance at work, and I was just like, what's going on? But she's so sweet, and for me, for when I started watching ASMR, she was one of the first people that I gravitated to. I know it was ASMR Darling, Grace V, Matt's ASMR, Slim Whispers, and Lily. Lily is an OG for me. She's like OG. So